Good morning. So today I want to talk about connection. Now, connection and building relationships is so important. In fact, I just read a newsletter about sales, and it's really interesting. We all want human people. We don't want bots. We don't want AI. We do want AI. In fact, it's a massive help to our businesses and our work. Everything we do is driven by AI these days, and that is absolutely life-changing. However, people want real people. And so that's why I've started doing, when I'm connecting requests, I do a little video now and say, hi, love to meet you. Hope you're okay. Let's have a conversation. Because I think people want to know it's a real person. You know, are you speaking to a bot or are you speaking to a real person? And so I think the more and more of human interaction we can do to build real relationships is more important than ever. So I've always had, I always thought collaboration was one of my top values because I'm all about connection, collaboration, never competition. And then I realized it actually was connection. And then I delved a bit deeper and I thought it's actually building relationships. Building relationships. I know I'm saying something that is so obvious, but how about today you speak to someone on the phone rather than send them an email, or you have a coffee with someone to actually build that relationship? And I'd spend a lot of time, talking to clients about building relationships with their team. And, it's just, I know time is very precious, but the amount of time you can save in the long run by taking somebody in your team out for a cup of coffee, because then you get to know who they really are. And that saves so much time later on where you might be having those challenging conversations of performance or what's going on or whatever is the crisis at the time. So I would encourage you, do what you can to build those relationships. And certainly, we all know about the know, like, and trust that we all have, we all other people have in us. But actually, I think it's the trust that is the most important thing. If they trust you, they're much more likely to like you. We used to focus a lot about the like. I know when you're in business, people are not there to be liked. They're there to make a difference. They're there to actually have those relationships, to have an impact. And then once you have that, build that trust, it's incredible how communication can be enhanced, and communication is so much easier. So have a think about who you're connected with. Have you spoken to them recently? And this is a message for myself too. We can have so many connections on LinkedIn, thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands, some people have, huge number of connections. How many of those people do you actually know? And how many of those people actually could be your perfect collaboration partner or, business partner or work together? And you don't even know, because we don't know everyone. Now, we can't spend all our life just having conversations because obviously there's other work that needs to be done. However, I would really encourage you every day, build a little bit more of a relationship with one person, because honestly, it will be magical and it will make such a difference to your daily working day. And are you part of a community? Communities are so important. Last week, I was in my tribe, which was amazing. My inner circle, which is my mastermind group for publishers, run by the awesome Chloe Wisson. And it was just such a joy to be in the room where you're with those that you get on really well with, but those that are struggling with similar things, and share ideas, share thoughts, share vulnerability, have fun. It is so important to have a tribe. So where is your tribe? Who's in your tribe? And, then you can actually make life much more fun, much easier, and much more joyful. So that's my thought for the day, is who are you connecting with and how do you want to build connection? And so, if you want to know more, let's have a conversation, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.